Test, 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 test. There we go. There we go. Here we go. There we go. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got here. I am not doing something right. Oh. Boom. There we go. Okay. Wow. It is not yet, but it is now. Talk into it. See if we got you. Oh, is it turned on? Oh, I got you. Hold on one second. I got you. You're about to be. Oh shit. All right, hold on. I got you way too loud. All right, let's see. There you are. You ready? You got anything?
All right.
Here we
Hey.
go. Okay. Okay, we see y'all. Looks like maybe we.
We're blue.
Yeah.
We didn't plan it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. None of this is going to be right. Oh no.
We didn't plan it, Janet.
Okay. Now let's see. There she is. And I have a new camera
Hello.
on Annis.
Look at me and my zombie friend. Excuse me. Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I picked that very intentionally.
It's very nice to see you this evening.
All right. Let's see. There we go. Oh. Here we go. Now.
I'm very hoarse from screaming all night last night, so I apologize for that.
There we go. Now we got some lights behind you. I think that looks pretty good. That's not the
I
worst.
agree. Hard agree.
Okay. All right. Sorry for the super late start. I really don't think a lot of cameras are going to work.
I have no idea what time it is. I'm just happy to be here.
There I am.
Hey.
It's not too bad.
Hey.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. And I really appreciate everybody showing up. I apologize for the late start. I have had quite the 7 days. First of all, as I posted on Facebook, I got some funky medical news, and I'm not ready to get into exactly what's going on, but it's not cancer, it's not terminal.
Nicely done.
I didn't mean I'm a dramatic dude. I don't like a vague book dramatic post, and yet I made one. It was really just I was overwhelmed at the time and was just reaching out for support, and which I think is okay to do.
Yes.
But I am not in any kind of serious medical. Well, you'll understand when I finally explain it, but it's not. It's nothing.
Imminent danger.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. But it has meant that I have to make some changes in my life. Alyssa, hey, sweet, thank you. It does mean that I've always taken my health really seriously, and it has been brought to my attention that I have been neglecting other aspects of my health, and so I want to make some lifestyle changes and get healthy. And one of those changes is that I'm gonna do one of my long alcohol breaks, and you've witnessed me. It's 4 months ago I finished one for 3 months. Now I'm thinking maybe I'll do one for 6 months or something like that. But
we love it fast.
I'm not sure, but I like giving myself time, or goals. It helps me, and so it's always the same thing. It's always the first week is easily the most challenging for me, and so I've been thinking a lot about the spirit or the character of Kaia. No, what I'm trying to take on here, I'm trying to re-inspire my own life, give myself some goals, and so I want to do now that I have my elliptical, I've been running every day. I'm feeling good. I want to get back to lifting weights, and so I really kind of want to last time I took my 90 days, I had long COVID. And so I wasn't able to really enjoy, and you do enjoy it. I want to make sure this is clear. When you take a break from alcohol or whatever your vice is, or whatever thing you think you need to take a break from, it does feel good. it definitely
Amen.
feels good. I know some people are scared to even try to take a 90-day break, but it actually feels good. It would have felt better if I didn't have long COVID. So now that like I'm healthy, ish, I want to try and take this break. And so anyway, I was thinking about Kaia the warrior, and she's this badass Mydan that didn't grow up Mydan, and instead she grew up sort of like a feral Mydan, you could say. Like she was just a badass. She lost her mother and father very early on in life, and she literally just sort of grew up on the streets. Super smart, super badass, and the warrior. I know some people have maybe not the most positive feelings about that word, but for her, she was just like the epitome of courage, and she wasn't just doing it for her own sake. In the story, she has what's called the little sisters, and these are other younger adopted girls that she cares for. And so when she's not just this like raging narcissistic badass, she is defending her little sisters. And so that's where her character comes from. And I'll set all this up in the Sway if you're into this.
Beautiful.
If you're here for the first time, you didn't understand what just happened. I tell stories.
Whoops.
Yeah.
I love it. I love this theme.
Okay.
And I wanted to say also that there's some really loud thunder right now here, so you might hear that at times, and maybe it's Kaia's thunderous spirit raging in.
Yeah, because we do have. Oh wait. Okay. Okay. Anyway, all right. So let's go ahead and jump into Sway. Oh, okay. All right. You might have to help us sway here, Anne. Looks like I have cameras that have turned off. Yeah, the rain is going to be kind of funky. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that we are not. So I've been thinking. Go ahead and. This is, hey. Okay, I'm not loving this song. I think we're going to mix, there we go. We're going to mix it up. Sorry, that song was a little too fast for me. Sorry, Chad. Okay, let's get in the, I really want to. What I love about stories is how the same story in the same moment can land so differently. It can be interpreted so many different ways. The reason that I chose that badass, scary image was because Kaia, at one point in the story, moves all the little sisters into these haunted woods that kind of run up a mountain. They sort of make up the base at a mountain. Audible breath in. And when Kaia was looking for a home for the little sisters, she thought about this haunted mountain, and honestly, she just couldn't believe that there would be something scarier than her. She knew how fierce she could be. She knew how strong she was. And she took a big breath and she marched into these haunted woods and climbed that mountain and found nothing there. There were spooky looking trees, there was funky lights, but there wasn't anything there. And in a stroke of brilliance, Kaia decided, I'll be the witch that lives here. I'll be that fear, and I'll use their own fear to protect the little sisters. And so she would dress the little sisters up in the scariest regalia she could. She would wear the witchiest looking regalia that she could find. And any time someone would walk even just to the furthest edge of these haunted woods, Kaia and the little sisters would be there waiting for them. And those little girls and Kaia would scare the shit out of them. But there were some times where the intruder just had to be confronted. There were times when the intruders pushed through their own fear. And these were the moments of battle, and this is where I am in the story. Do you have a challenge before you? Is there something you know you have to do that could not go well? If there is, then you understand where Kaia was and is every time she steps out. So tonight's class is a class meant to summon that courage for the big battle. Audible breath in. Hey, Cindrain. Alright, hopefully you guys are still... Is this working? Did most of it work? Okay. Alright, so we are just going to stay right with the music here, and hopefully everything is sort of working. I know it doesn't look amazing tonight, but it will. It will. But I want to use... a Kaia technique that I use for stretching. So the way I've always imagined Kaia preparing for these type of battles that I'm talking about would be to do like strength summoning things and to do things that would put her in her body, to do things that would make her feel like, so that image behind me, you can kind of see here, this is like how scary she looked. But it's behind it is love, and hopefully you're picking up on that. So what we're going to do is slow warrior stretches. I'll show you what I'm talking about, and of course I'm hoping that you will sort of freestyle. That one is not so great. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, and then I'll tell some more story. here's just a physical demo. You don't have to, of course, move as slow as I am. But I think Anne would even agree with me on this one that the slow movement really helps you feel like every fiber of muscle and tendon. Like I become so much more aware of what my legs are doing when I'm in slow motion or what my arm is doing. Kaia most definitely took comfort and confidence from her mastery. And by that, I mean that Kaia realized that hours and hours and hours of flight time could only make her knife sharper. Audible breath in. And Kaia began to believe that because of all of those hours, of all that flight time, of all that mastery, that her on her worst day would be better than most. And that's the confidence she moved with and summoned. But however confident it is, it implies a faith. The faith is that preparation works. That preventative care works. Sometimes the only results of my hoop practice are that I never felt it. But I have faith that an hour of not feeling it still contributed to me, still gave me something. Audible breath in. Someone said to me recently, your habits should be something you have faith in. Audible breath in. Audible breath in. What are you preparing for? Which of your habits do you have faith in? How are you feeling, Ann? You do? Yeah.
So I seldom get on the floor, and I was finding that the slow motion, along with the kind of the warrior spirit, I was able to get down, kind of open my toes and my knees, getting down on the ground, moving slow with the hoop, and I was also loving tracing with my free hand as an element of that slow movement.
Okay, sweet. All right. Yeah, I am loving the slow right now, actually. Kind of want to just stay there. You want us to just do it?
Hey guys, let's stay slow.
Well, I do want to pick it up. I mean, it's Kaia, and I do want to train something. But I thought this may actually, let's just do a little bit of like flowy type drills, because when I think of Kaia's practicing, I always think of her as she was probably someone who drilled, and that's something I can see in her personality. So let me bring the music.
It's the zen of drilling, but also the power.
I see. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. I just want to piggyback onto something or build off of something that we did the other day on Saturday's class, which was the slow isolations. I am digging this like sort of slow motion. Sounds like this song is going to pick up a little bit. But a slow motion isolation, you can almost think of it like a drill / meditation. It's a drill because you're trying to stay slow, you're trying to stay at the same pace. You're trying to be, accurate. And I can show you so you can, it's almost easier. It gives you kind of like a mirror to look into. I think one thing that Kaia really knew she had later in life that maybe she didn't know when she was younger was that if she could just remember to breathe, that she had good awareness. She had exceptional awareness. It made her a phenomenal fighter. It made her a phenomenal survivor. I have really horrible awareness. So Kaia, for me, is this wonderful mask that I put on and said, okay, I want to be this character that has phenomenal awareness, that smells people from miles away, that can hear birds migrating. I want to have that kind of awareness. Audible press. I love slow motion. It took over my practice for about a year. Any thoughts?
Well, one of the challenges that I find is, and it just happened to me moments ago, is that I can do slow for a while, but if my mind wanders at all, I'll start going fast again. I'll just immediately speed up. So that was a really interesting meditation to just stay slow and stay slow. And I really tried to follow the spirit of Kaia and just repeat the same action again and again. And that actually led me into something really interesting, because I was doing, days side isolations, slow isolations. And then slowly I just started to turn to one side and then the other, but still with the hoop going in the same direction. So it really brought these different sensations into my hands and fingers when handling the hoop. So I recommend that as a technique of, if you're trying to do slow isolations, try turning.
Sweet. Okay. All right. One of my absolute favorite Kaia exercises, because you can, in the story, of course, she is combating these people with her hoop, obviously. Maybe that's not obvious. She's not fighting real humans as often as she's fighting demons. And so it's fun to think about, if you were encountering demons, zombies, whatever your bad guy is, how would you engage them with a hoop? There would be defensive moves, which is basically something like this, but there'd probably be offensive moves, right? And so one of those is rolling the hoop. And I know everybody's not me, but I love drilling rolling. There's only so long the back of my hand can take it or whatever, but I love to drill rolls. And so that's what we're going to do. And I've got some cool stuff on SoundCloud. Hopefully everything goes. Yeah, this is the one. And I think it was this one, I think. All right. So we were talking about, or I was talking earlier about faith in your good health plan that you're doing and whatever. And one of the things that I kind of early on had faith in was this idea of rolling the current around my range of motion. I just felt like it's got to be doing something cool to my body. It's got to be strengthening it or whatever. And so one of the ways that I was exploring when I first started hooping was just to move really slowly through my range of motion in a roll, right? So I'm coming all the way up into my, the highest points of my range of motions, and then back down. And then my arm would get tired, so then I would hop or switch or whatever I needed to do to get to the other arm. When I think of Kaia's character, I think of samurai, which is when you grip the hoop. And so I've always imagined that when Kaia hooped, she probably rolled the hoop a lot and then gripped it. And I'm sure she changed angles, or at least rotation, current. Plus I got the mixtures to that foreign shit that I be driving. Built my road to riches off the lack of options. Out the trunk of my blue Cutlass with my back to Slauson. Now my Porsche fresh off the lot and hoes got low mileage flying. 2A with my seat back in my window up. Thinking about them funny niggas that just switched it up. We made some plans. Most of them stuck. Tell me one good. I forgot to put the bird's eye up sign. That's what's. Tell me one good. I just like putting brakes on the hoop when it's rolling really fast and reversing it, ISOing it. To me, it's a very powerful way of moving.
Tattoos on my face, tattoos on my neck, pistols in my stash, one button make those eject. Niggas hate, no effect, no effect, no effect, no effect. Nigga close enough to touch, no homes, bro, he said. Hope, don't sleep, 'cause I won't sleep.
There we go. I'm going to interject something here, which is, so you're here and you're creating rotation from your grip, popping it, you know, whatever, and you can do the same thing when you're on the outside wall, and this is something that we've been working on. So just to tie these things together, and the reason I'm doing it on Kaia night is that this is a very cool thing to train. Like if I'm trying to create a rotation, this time I'm going to bring it down so the hoop is going to rotate that way. So it's going to rotate, and to make that happen, I'm going to send the hoop to the outside of my elbow, and then I just give it a little bit of a toss, and it puts a lot of spin on it. If I don't let go, I can also isolate with it, which is where I push the back of my hand here. Yep, just like Ann did. I drop it down. We've done this a million times on stream, but this. So the reason I bring it up on a Kaia night is it's like, you know, what I like about Kaia's practices is that she just has like faith in everything. The more she drills something, the better she'll get at it. And that kind of patience of not trying to impress is really, maybe that's something I struggle with too. But yeah. Let's see if I can. That didn't work. Never mind. I think this is the song I meant to play in the first place. Okay, hopefully you guys are still with us here. There's not a lot of comments, so maybe. But these are the type of isolations I'm talking about. If you like passes behind the back, it's basically the same type toss. You know, bringing it down and let it sort of snap. Boom. Oh, sweet. This is the one I meant to play, I think, before. No, this is not it. Yeah, here we go. Huh? Hello? Oh, I wonder if we're having thunderstorm issues here. Yeah, okay, cool, Shayna. You're picking up. I love these little tosses. You know, like if you can get to where you can release it with some spin, it's going to be rolling forward. Then even if you miss the reach, the roll is going to carry it over. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. you have doubles, you know, these type of drills, you know, like where I'm gonna push them at the same time, stop them at the same time. If I have a mirror or monitor like I have right now, I can try to sync that up. Oh, yeah, that's right, you're in a car. That was the other thing, and you can really feel it with doubles more than like just a single hoop. But it's the idea of doing the rolls like what we were doing before to wake up, but then a very Kaia move would be to like push one, you know. Oop, ow. Wow, yeah. I think Kaia whacked me in the head just now for some reason. Alright. And any thoughts before I
shared this with Baxter that for these tracing tosses, it's been easier for me to take away my smart hand, my right hand. That's helped me to yield into it. So I recommend that if people have been having trouble finding that, try your offhand.
Alright. Good advice, thank you, Anne. And that's... Yeah, I like this one.
You know I think about it.
Sometimes I forget if I got good lyrics or not. Hopefully they're not too raunchy. Alright, let's go back into drills, and one that I can definitely see Kaia doing. And then we're going to finish up with breaks and paddles as a drill, and then we'll free hoop to call it a night. Tonight, for whatever reason, I'm imagining offensive moves. And we could think of it like expressive moves, non-defensive, extroverted hoop moves. Putting themselves out there, right? Like, yeah, this song, yeah. This is one of my favorite Zen drills to get me like out of my head and into my Kaia awareness space. Walking the hoop. And what'd you say you're doing? Oh, Anne says she's doing it with closed eyes, which she's finding very satisfying. You're going fast. Guess it's slow for all that. Tired of thinking what I might lose if I always make the shit back. Boo, you give me fever like I've never had. Oh, that looks cool. Crazy, yeah, feeling. So Anne, I'll speak for on Anne's behalf since she doesn't have a wireless. She is saying, go ahead and do it. Yeah, she's saying she's enjoying just that sort of single arm break when she's throwing it to that one side. She keeps breaking with her right arm, I guess, that way. I see.
in, relax yourself, release your mind. Take your time, let my words get intertwined with you. I wanna try.
It does make me feel good to get the momentum of these. What were we calling them? We used to have a name for them.
They're basically
Horizontal rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horizontal breaks, I guess. Horizontal breaks.
You're basically doing knocks.
Yes. And I was going under, and then for my over, I was
Thanks, Shelly.
straightening my arm, which was really fun doing it, it's coming from above instead of below with a straight arm. If you get into a flow, you can do that.
All right. All right. Let's see. No, there we go. Okay. So I thought we would do some breaks and paddles, but I think maybe we could either skip over that or actually just do a version of that, which is, we're doing these bounces here. This is very like warrior Kaia flow type stuff, but come in, drop in, break, then bring the hoop back out. And so what you're doing is when you go to make that break, you don't have to do it this way, but basically when you're doing lifts out of breaks. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to break it. It's going to the left. I'm going to break it with my left hand. That's called a PM break. I break it and then push my hand up and I come out. It's a super quick, nice Ann just did it. It's a super quick little move, but it's very warrior-like. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like, I'm bringing it down. Oh, all right. I'm the worst at demoing my own ideas. Boom, there we go. Yeah, you're breaking, and then that instead of it being like a paddle, it's a lift. But it's very, I don't know, it feels very badass, and I love drilling it. This is a sticky version of the same thing we're talking about, which means that I'm going to break the hoop, but then lift out of it, and then break again, that kind of thing. This is me doing it as a circuit, right? Yeah, this would be two hands as a trip. All right, we'll bring the music back up. It's not, Jordan, the way that I was originally showing it. So to be clear, I'm going to break it with my left hand. The right hand's going to come in to paddle and just going to push the hoop off. And the cool thing about lifts is that you really don't even have to travel that far for a lift to clear your head and not whap you in the face. So I'm going to break it with my left hand, lift it with my right hand, okay? Or if I'm going the other way, and this is a move that's fun to do in both currents anyway. So I'm going to break with my left hand and then push it up with my right, and push it up with my left. Let me try that again. I'm going to the right. That means I'm going clockwise. I'm going to break the hoop, bring my hand up. Boom. That's doing it the same hand. These are basically knocks. Very warrior type flow.
Ain't touched you, but your body's excited. I know the way you feel because it's drip, 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 drip. I'm ready to pull up on you. I'm ready to do what I do. Baby, what you wanna do? Shoot your shot 'cause I'm bulletproof. Load it up and do. Baby, what you wanna do? I'm ready to pull up on you. I'm ready to do what I do. This type shit have you wildin'. Last minute trips to the islands. Drip, drip, drip when you're sliding. Fit, 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 baby, riding. Don't hesitate when you get it 'cause you know I like it. Baking up a cake for you. Sweet baby, like it when you bite it. We can't just keep talking about it.
If you're struggling with this, I'll just do a bunch of demos. Left hand, right hand goes up. Right hand, left hand goes up. Fucking it up like oopsie daisy. You know if Oh, okay. I don't want to drive you guys crazy, but if any break geeks are out there, there's a break you can do where it's first tree and then a lift from the next one. So I'm going to the left here. I'm going to break it with my right arm and then push out on that paddle on the left. So it looks like this. I'm going to come across the body, break it, lift. So it's the same thing, except that I'm coming across, lifting out of it. If you followed that, you're a big-time hoop nerd. So I'm doing an AM break. I'm coming across the body, break, push.
I fuck your hair up and tomorrow get you some for your beautician. See, tonight it's gon' get crazy cause there ain't any other side. You dance up in the mirror, I hope that you like that on the dick. Baby, I'ma get on top and I'ma ride it to the top. I put my lips up on the ones that's by your neck and on your hips.
This is a mix, that's why. Okay. I know we got a late start, and I do want to have a free hoop, but I also want to be respectful of people's time. So if anyone has to leave that hasn't left already, thank you for joining us. We're going to move into a free hoop. This doesn't have to be your last words, Anne, but do you have anything you want to say before we go into a free hoop? Or
more on the beauty of drilling and how just getting that speed, it really does feel good, and it really does feel like that Kaia energy that's so strong, and I love it. Thanks.
Yeah, I have to say, like, for me personally, this class, it worked. I feel pretty good, and I feel better than when I started, and that's the whole idea with any movement practice, I think, is to feel better after you finish. Yeah, that's fine. So you guys are saying you're liking the nerdy drills. That's cool. I guess. What's that? Okay, we'll free it. You know what? It changed the songs up. I just realized that. That's fine. Thank you, Claire. Sweet. Okay, let's just free hoop from here. Thank you, guys. Anne's taking a water break. I'm here.
Dum thugs in this motherfucker.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Yeah. Kind of a. All right. I don't think I screamed that one. God. All right. Look, you know what? Hold on. I really want to find the song that we were listening to, because we listened to one like moments before the stream, and we're like, this is gonna be. Oh, do you want to be on? There you go.
Oh no, that's okay. I was just gonna fill the space
Oh,
while
thank
you were.
you. Fill the space for me. While I
That
find.
was a veto. That was a little voice vetoed, but it wasn't mine.
No. When I veto a song. Okay, I think it's this one.
I completely understand support.
Yeah.
Totally support.
It doesn't mean that I don't like the song. It just means it was a misfile, and it'll make people think the worse of the song if I let it play. Okay, yeah, this will be a good one to close that on. This is our free hoop. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Sandrine. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Joan. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Shayna. Thank you, Lauren, Carla, Rita, Louisa, Lindsay. Although I don't know if you could stay. COVID sucks, man. Okay, thank you guys. I hope you have an awesome night. I don't know, maybe we...
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was so fun.
All right, sweet. I'll give you guys one more song, but we'll probably fade to green.
Woo!
Thank you guys for everything, and I
Thank
will
y'all.
see you on Saturday for sure.
Yeah, me too.
All right, cool. What do you want to do? Let's keep going. Nope. I'm bringing it back. Yeah, nope. I'm making you hoop. You're gonna have to hoop. You're welcome, Jackie. Thank you. Ends protest spinning. No. Thank you, Alyssa. Like drills. Yeah. Thank you, Carla.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, everyone. Oh, Alyssa, thanks for the donation. I appreciate that.